Hi, welcome back. This is Simone with OwlCat Designs and welcome back to our tutorial on our knit along for our Cloud Peak mitts. And today we're going to look at how I'm adding beads to the textural pattern. Of course you can make them without beads and it'll be just as pretty. Maybe not quite as pretty, but almost as pretty. But today we'll learn how to use beads in that. What I'm using here is a 0.75mm crochet hook from Knitter's Pride, and it comes with this lovely little cap so that you don't poke yourself when you put it in your bag or it doesn't get stuck on your knitting. It is very recommended that you use this and don't just let it float around your bag because it can get stuck in your knitting, which is not good. I have seen it happen to people. And as you can see, I'm using my double points because that's what I usually prefer. I know I showed you how to use magic loop, so it would work exactly the same way. And let's get beading. So on here I am on the row where it says knit bead, and I've actually added the bead into this stitch already, and I'm going to knit it and then I'm going to show you how it worked. Right, so I'm going to knit 3, and now in order to get the bead onto the stitch I'm going to take my crochet hook, I'm going to put the bead onto the crochet hook first, and then I'm going to grab the stitch the same way as if I were knitting it. I'm going to slide it off the needle so it sticks on my crochet hook. And then this is important. What you want to do is you want to pull on this. You want to actually put tension on it. If you don't put tension on it, I can show you in a little bit what will happen. But you want to put tension on it and then slide the bead over the tip of the hook onto your stitch and put the stitch back onto the needle. So now the stitch has like a little cuff. It has the bead sitting on its little neck, and we're going to knit it. And there you are. I'm going to show you again, and maybe we can zoom in a little bit so that we can see it up close. So again, here is where our next bead is going to go. So I'm going to take my crochet hook again. I'm going to pick up a bead. I'm going to grab the stitch, slide it off the needle, and then put a good bit of tension on it. If you don't, you can like pull the stitch apart. You see it kind of happened here a little bit, but if you're not putting tension on it, it will happen a lot and it'll be ugly. Not a good thing. So you do want to put tension on that stitch, and see here you added that bead to your knitting. And the good part about doing it this way is you don't have to bead before you start, plus the bead is really nicely on there on both sides. It's not going to fall off, it's going to stay on there, and it's going to be nicely centered. Thanks again for watching. This is Simone with OwlCat Designs, and this is a tutorial for our knit along for the Cloud Peak mitts. Thanks, see you next time.